Okay, once you have Illustrator open, a couple of things we're going to do. A quick reminder that up here under Essentials, the top right corner, if you click on it, you can set it so that your workspace is a workspace that's based on the same as my layout. I click on Essentials, and then I click on Reset Essentials. It puts all of our, what are those little things called, the little boxes? Anyone remember what those are called? These things? Think of art. Pallets, thank you. They're called pallets. Okay? And so we set it by resetting the Essentials workspace. All of our palettes are all in the same place. So you're looking at mine, and things that you see should be the same as the things that I see. All right. So a quick reminder, and for those who were not here, you'll notice there's a little double arrow up in the top right corner, which I can expand or minimize to get a larger version of my tools. I can also click individual icons in this toolbar on the right, and I can get to see the different tools under that tool set. There are tabs that you can see, and when I open up my full tool set here, I can go through all the tabs and view all of that content. I can also drag a palette right off of the dock. Okay, when we take something and stick it to the side, just like docking a boat to a dock, I guess, right? You are docking your palette, okay, into your dock. Okay, and so we can undock or we can redock, okay, and organize as you like. On the other side, we've got a tool palette, okay, a toolbar, which we can also click and move around. We can stick it wherever you drag it, and it gives us this blue line. That means you can kind of put your tools in there if you'd like to. Okay, so this has got sort of less available spots, but that's, for example, where you can put it. I'm going to stick it back where it belongs, which is over here. And there's a double, so I can hit that arrow and go double column or single column. I'll go double column for now. Okay, so everyone hopefully is looking at an interface that looks something like this. First thing we're going to do is open a new file, new. Okay, pay attention to the keyboard shortcuts, Command-N to open a new file. Okay, and we're going to go with the default, except the one thing we're going to change in this window is we're going to click on the right here where it says orientation, down here. Okay, I'm going to click so that the landscape orientation is selected. That means wider than taller. Okay, so this is landscape, and this is portrait. Landscape, because we're working on a screen, and portrait if you were taking a portrait of someone or doing a photo. Landscape. Click OK, and we should get a screen that looks something like this. I'm going to reset so that everything is the same.
Sorry.
Yes?
What's the shortcut so you get your template in the middle?
To get your template what?
Like in the middle.
Command 1?
Yeah.
Command 1 will set you back to 100% view, so up top left here. If I command plus, I can zoom in on things to 600 to like 1200%. Command 1 brings you back to 100% up here. Okay, so last week, if you were here, you have already seen some of this, which I will repeat for those who were not here. We have two things that are important down in this section. Our color selector. Okay, we've got a white box. That might be hard to see for some of you. I can tuck this in a little bit so you can see it on the big screen. There. Okay, so we've got a white box and a black box. These are called, anyone remember? Anyone remember what these are called? Fill and stroke. Well done. Okay, fill is the fill color for your shape, and stroke is the outline of your shape. So if I right now go to a rectangle and draw a rectangle, I'm going to have a white fill with a black stroke. It's hard to see on a white background, but you can see when I do this that it is in fact white with a black stroke. While I have the white box in front of the black box, if I double click it or if I change, while I have this selected, if I change colors, it's going to change the fill color based on what I choose. I can also double click this box and have a choice of colors from millions of colors available and change my fill. I can do the same thing with a stroke by clicking on the black line, okay, that's the stroke, and putting it in front of the blue box, and that's going to change my stroke color. So I can double click this and change my color to pink if I so desire. Okay, and now I've got pink and blue. Okay, all right. Pardon?
Sir.
Double click, have it selected.
What?
Have it selected. So to make it change, hey miss, 1 second. Click on it with your, so hit V on your keyboard. Okay, now click on it. Now change your color. Click on the black line. Okay, and now change your colors. Boom.
After school, do you have 2 minutes to talk to me and Katie? Okay, thank you.
Yep. Okay, another thing to notice, up in the top bar here, you get what's called a sub menu or a sub tool menu. Okay, and here, hello? Who? Yes? She's on her way. Right, so we have a sub tool menu here, context menu. That changes depending on the tool you have selected. Right now I have the move tool, and you'll learn these tools as we go. Right now I have the move tool. The move tool is sort of multifunctioning. I can select things by clicking on them and clicking off of them. Okay, I can select parts of things. Okay, and I can pick up and move things around. Okay, you'll also notice that there's a white arrow below this. We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, but for now we're just looking at this one arrow. Okay, and we can make things move around our screen by picking them up and moving them. If I click off of it, click on the white, I'm going to deselect it, and now I'm not moving anything until I click on it again and drag it. Okay? Questions so far? Yep.
I can't get this quick.
I can't really get the square.
Okay, hold on.
Let's do that.